She sat in court trembling, tears streaming down her face as she pleaded for mercy, her voice cracking with desperation, insisting over and over that it was an accident she never meant to cause. For a brief moment, it almost seemed like the jury might believe her. Some of them even appeared sympathetic, their expressions softening as she wept on the stand, insisting it had been a tragic mistake. But the courtroom fell silent when the surveillance footage began to play. The truth was right there, captured without emotion or excuse. The video showed her and her boyfriend calmly placing little Christina in the back seat of the car, closing the door, locking it, and walking away. The sun bore down relentlessly, turning the vehicle into a furnace. Hours passed, 6 long, unforgiving hours, while Christina sat trapped, unable to escape, unable to call for help. By the time they finally returned, her small body was limp, lifeless, and beyond saving. Yet what stunned everyone most wasn't just what had happened, it was their reaction. Her mother and boyfriend moved with eerie calm, showing no panic, no urgency, as if nothing had happened. When the footage ended, the room stayed silent. Even the judge, who had seen countless tragedies unfold, couldn't hide his anger. His words were sharp and final. Any trace of sympathy in that courtroom vanished in an instant.
Of your emergency?
I got emergency, man, like real quick.
Okay, sir, what's going on? Where's it happening?
Our daughter was locked in the car. We had to borrow for the 18.
What is the address to your
11685. I think she's gone, man.
Sir, can you hear me?
Man.
Sir, what is going on there? I can't understand what you're saying.
She got ready to leave, Harley. My girlfriend, she put her daughter in the car, man. It's probably been a couple hours ago. We had the AC running and all. We were talking.
Okay, sir, is she stuck in the vehicle still?
Look, man, we got out. She's gone, man. She's gone. I need
Okay, you got her out of the vehicle. Is she breathing?
Yeah,
You think she passed away?
I know she is, man. I got out the door. God.
Both Rita and Larry were brought in for questioning. Rita cried, insisting it was all a tragic mistake.
Ready to turn around, put your hands behind you. Hard homicide.
I got it.
Your actions and the actions of Mr. King led to the death of your daughter. It pains me to call her your daughter.
Oh my God.
Was the acting?
6 hours of laying in the car.
I just looked at the door.
It was a child. It was a 12-year-old child.
6 hours.
Oh my God. Cold. Oh my God, no. Put her in that car at 11 o'clock, 11 a.m., and did not get her out of that car. Oh no, my poor baby. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was just looking back to see your mama. No, it's not a room.
Wake up. It's a nightmare.
And in that moment, she realized the truth herself. There was no way out. She was never going home. On August 15th, 2019, 13-year-old Christina Pengelingan, born with cerebral palsy, nonverbal, wheelchair-bound, and completely dependent on others for survival, was placed in the back seat of a Volkswagen Jetta by her mother, Rita Pengelingan, and her boyfriend, Larry King Jr. They closed the doors, locked the car, and walked away. For the next 6 hours, the vehicle sat in the blazing sun, its temperature soaring past 130 degrees, while Rita and Larry remained just feet away, talking, arguing, and even sharing intimate moments as if nothing was wrong. Christina sat trapped inside the sweltering car, unable to move or call for help. Later, Rita went to the car, not to check on her daughter, but to grab a pack of cigarettes, and realized the keys were locked inside. Instead of panicking for Christina's safety, her frustration focused on the cigarettes she couldn't reach. Larry suggested breaking the car window, but Rita refused, saying it would be cheaper and easier to drive to her house for the spare key. They debated, showing no urgency, then got into Larry's pickup truck and drove off, planning a 40-minute round trip. When they returned around 4:40 p.m., they didn't rush to the car. They sat in the truck, talking casually, before finally attempting to open the Jetta. When the doors wouldn't open, they rocked the car until 5 hours and 45 minutes after Christina was first locked inside. They finally managed to get it open. But it was far too late. Christina's small body was lifeless, her skin blistered, her internal temperature recorded at 109.9 degrees, the highest the medical examiner's thermometer could measure. Only then did Larry dial 911, his voice trembling with panic, though investigators would later describe it as sounding rehearsed.
I was very well, very long ago. And I tell you, how much I had was one of the children. I would have pleaded guilty to everything myself and was I could not do it. When I put baby, when I Larry put that baby in my that car, the air conditioning went on. Whatever, it was on. But I said, you're a slow girl. I just prepared to teach you parenting for the house. They did a tap, jumped on every school. I should have got that way at the woman. I should have left that way. No, wait, I didn't know what to do. This was not a week. I just picked up my baby after. But it was something that did. Hallelujah. Nobody.
Both Rita and Larry were brought in for questioning soon after the incident. Rita broke down in tears, insisting it was all a tragic mistake, claiming she never meant for her daughter to be harmed. She told investigators that she thought the air conditioner had been left on and that Christina would be fine until they got back. Larry, on the other hand, appeared calm and detached, repeating that he was only following Rita's lead. But investigators weren't convinced. The timeline, their actions, and their lack of urgency painted a much darker picture, one that went far beyond simple negligence or error. Larry pointed the finger at Rita, claiming she was the one who made every decision that day, but detectives had already reviewed the evidence, and soon, so would the jury. When the trial began, Rita sat in court trembling, her hands shaking as tears streamed down her face. She begged the judge for mercy, repeating over and over that it had all been a terrible accident. She claimed she loved her daughter and never meant for any of it to happen. But the prosecutors had a different story, one built on cold facts, neglect, and 6 unbearable hours that ended in tragedy. For a moment, it seemed like the jury might actually believe her. Some even looked moved by her tears. But then the surveillance video played. It wasn't just any footage. It came from Larry's own camera, capturing every second outside the car. Frame by frame, the jury saw the devastating truth unfold. There was no panic, no attempt to save a child in danger, just 2 adults talking, laughing, and going about their day, while 13-year-old Christina suffered in the sweltering heat. The courtroom fell completely silent. Even the judge's composure cracked as disbelief turned to anger. Rita's tears returned, but now they carried a different weight, the weight of guilt that could no longer be hidden. The defense tried one final angle, arguing that the car had been running, that the air conditioning had been on, that Christina had been safe. But the footage told a different story. Not once in 6 long hours did the engine start. Not once did either of them check on her. Every excuse dissolved under the cold, undeniable evidence. When the verdict was read, it was swift and final. Asterisk, asterisk, guilty, asterisk, asterisk. Rita broke down completely, her body trembling as she tried one last time to explain herself. Her voice cracked through sobs, but the judge remained unmoved. He reminded her of the unimaginable suffering Christina endured in those final hours, trapped, helpless, and alone, while her mother did nothing to save her. The courtroom was silent as the sentence was read. 37 years in prison for Rita Pengelengen and 32 years for Larry King Jr. Their negligence had cost an innocent child her life, and now it had cost them their freedom. As the gavel struck, The weight of their actions filled the room. The jurors looked shaken, some unable to meet her eyes. There was never a chance of redemption after that video. No way to argue against what the world had seen. And as the courtroom emptied, one haunting question lingered. Was this truly a tragic mistake by a mother who lost control, or a cold act of indifference that deserved every year of punishment? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more real-life courtroom stories.